and very excited to be part of the show again today. And let's bring our special friends on. First of all, I hope you're doing well, and I hope your life is good, and I hope you're hanging in there. And if there's any questions about how you're feeling, Jim Button's going to fix that up because he's that kind of guy. Let's ring him up and see how we... Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, Dave.
How are you, Jim?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you feeling today?
Yeah, today was a bit of a slower day. I'm not
really?
going to lie. Yeah. Wasn't feeling super awesome waking up this morning. Yeah.
How about if we get your house to about 10,000 degrees?
That's why I'm sitting in front of a fireplace, but I may have overdone it.
It's a good shot, but man.
Yeah. It's a hot shot.
You see what you did right there?
Yes.
Hey, I have a quick cancer question for you. As folks know that this is what you're dealing with now. Does that mean you can't even leave the house, or what's your story?
I'm going for walks with Tracy exclusively, but we are avoiding people very well. We're walking down the middle of the streets, and everybody on the various side. We're just super clear of everything. I'm not touching railings going upstairs. I got the newspaper today with a glove. I'm just super hyper vigilant. Yeah.
Oh, well, good. Should we bring Mandy Stobo on?
So I got the joke from Mandy this time.
Oh, good. What's good?
So we're going to pretend tomorrow is Russ's birthday. Mm-hmm. So when she comes on, we'll get her to sing "Happy Birthday" to Russ. But you and I will stop the singing, and she'll continue. And
she right out of or do we want to say today? Is it or
say it's tomorrow?
Okay, and but we're going to surprise him.
Surprise him by doing it. All right.
I'm ringing her now. Let's hope she's there. Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite friend, favorite artist, and favorite Canadian, Mandy Stobo.
She's a fave all the way around.
Oh, I know.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. I can see
she's playing a practical joke on us.
Oh.
I was thinking about it.
Well done, Mandy. Well done. We were nervous. Show was over.
Oh my god.
I'm nervous still. You even got me to the point where I'm like looking behind things in my studio. I know nobody's been here. We're not allowed to leave our houses. And yet.
I'm still
like, where is it?
Where's that damn joke? How's your night, Mandy?
It was great. How about you guys?
It was good.
Yeah?
Jim, you want to talk about... Jim said he's feeling low today, or was feeling low.
Some days when I wake up, everything is just extra super sore. So today was one of those days. Going down the stairs was tough. I couldn't bend my knees.
Sorry, babe.
That's all right. I'm sitting in front of Mount Vesuvius here and storming up everything. So I'm just going to bubble away by the end of the show.
Don't do it. Do you have a bucket of ice next to you?
I don't have anything. I can't move.
I just noticed, is today the 24th or 25th?
24th, I think.
24th.
24th. Tomorrow's did you know tomorrow is the 25th? Tomorrow's Russ's birthday.
Should we surprise him today?
Let's sing for him today. You want to? Because he won't know. I'm ringing him right now. Russ.
Are we doing it?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's gonna? You start, Jim, and we'll join in. Okay.
Hey, Rusty.
Good morning.
Happy birthday to you.
How did you know it wasn't my birthday? I got 264 more chances. I know I'm not supposed to touch my face, but this is really sweet.
It's the best thing that's ever happened, isn't it?
We figured we had to cheer you up on your birthday.
All right, Jim. We should tell Mandy that it's not Russ's birthday. We just wanted to see if Mandy would sing "Happy Birthday" to Russ.
And she did. Notice that. Notice she refused to sing birthday songs to you. Wonder what that means.
That was my prank today. I can sing anything you want in a bad, almost teenage boy's voice.
Teenage boy's voice. All right.
Almost teenage boys.
It's is it Tuesday or Wednesday? It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday today. We have almost made it a week.
Does it feel like it's now, Russ? You weren't with us yesterday because your mom was sick, but you're telling us that everything's okay with Mama Bear.
Yeah, she's doing good. Yeah, good. She's on the mend. She didn't have this horrific thing that we're all dealing with, but she had, the thing is, I guess people still get sick.
right? It's not like every time someone gets sick, you're getting this thing that everyone's talking about. It's
I'm so curious to know what the emergency rooms are like right now.
Well, I didn't actually go in. I waited outside to pick her up.
Okay.
That's not because I don't like her. It's just that I thought it was the safest thing to do. But she said it was fairly busy in there. And she came out wearing a mask and everything and wasn't touching everything. So, and she said they were really, really great with her at Rocky View. They took care of her and were really kind and made her feel at ease, which is such a huge part of that. So, because everyone's pretty nervous these days when they start feeling under the weather. So,
good. That's so good to hear. Yeah. That's why it's going to be good tomorrow. We have Dr. Neil Collins coming on. We can find out what happens in the emergency room, even if Russ doesn't go in.
No.
Yeah. Tell us about Dr. Neil real quick, Jim. What does Dr. Neil do?
Dr. Neil is in charge of all the emergency rooms in the Calgary zone and is now heading up or has been heading up the COVID-19 operations from the emergency side. So he's got a pretty big job right now.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's my friend.
Yay. Tomorrow we get to chat with him.
Which is an even bigger job.
He's like, oh, Jim again. Are you kidding?
Stop calling me.
Are you guys feeling any of the tension? I feel like I shouldn't say people, let's be honest. I was a bit crankier yesterday than I've been and a little shorter with the kids. I don't know. I wasn't on my best behavior yesterday. So that's why I put on a tie today. I thought, no, I'm going to do the show and this is good. And I even shaved. I was going to go with the beard and I thought, no, I'm not. So that's
you look great.
Well done. Yeah.
I think Sunday was my lowest point.
Yeah.
I'm also like womanly hormonal, which you guys don't get to experience while going through COVID. So that's fun. My kids really appreciate that. No, I think I've been thinking about, so I've been in, and I think Jim can attest to this way more than I can, but I've been in isolation in a couple different scenarios in my life. And I know that the second and third week are usually pretty tough. And then you get into your routine and then it gets a lot easier and then it doesn't feel different. So I was trying to explain to my family, at least, like this week is going to feel hard. It's going to feel harder.
Yeah.
But this sure helps.
And we're hearing from a lot of people how important that routine is to keep a routine even when you're at home. So
That's
so after this show, Trace and I every day we go that's when we do our walk.
Yeah.
So it's been part of our routine as well.
Yeah.
I do. Blythe and I do tequila shots. It's just part of our routine. Every time anyone says isolation, we have to do a shot.
Do you guys like that? Like Ralph? Oh, who's the two guys of those? The sheepdog on Looney Tunes. Morning, Ralph.
My favorites.
And they'd pass. Do you guys just clink a tequila shot as the next person takes the kids?
Morning, Ralph. Yes, exactly. Hey, now, a little later on this little skit of ours, Mandy Stobo is going to do a craft. But Mandy, could you tell the kids what we need to get ready before we do it so they can go get our supplies?
I sure can, Dave.
Oh, great.
Well, kids, everyone was waiting and just sitting there. What are we going to do today with Mandy Stobo? Yes. All you need today is 3 markers and a piece of paper.
3 markers, piece of paper.
I got a black one, a blue one, and a red one. Does that count?
That counts. That's perfect.
That's ready. 3, Dave.
It's
also a math lesson, folks.
I've got 3 black ones.
It could work. We'll make it work.
I'm gonna put these over there.
I'm gonna get 3 embers.
John loved Stan Lee yesterday, and he's going to color today, and we're going to send it to you, Mandy.
Awesome! Oh, good.
Yeah, it was great.
I can't wait to show you the kid one today.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Now, but what we do want to do right now to help us... I guess we didn't do our theme yet. I don't know. Did Rob play the theme at the beginning and I didn't hear it? Or do we just do it with Russ now? I forget.
We need to do it.
We do
still need to do it.
Okay, we still need to do it.
I think we need to dance.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready. Okay.
I'm ready.
Oh, I gotta get up.
I'm looking for... sorry. What?
I'm just going to start mailing you trophies.
I can't help it. I'm a winner. I'm a winner.
Hey, Russ.
Wow.
Thank you, Russ.
Yeah, no problem.
You didn't get
still doing that trophy thing, hey? You just won't let it go.
Wait, did you get a new one?
Oh, he will not.
Sorry, what were you guys saying? Oh, another trophy. Oh, for playing Bantam C.
But that's someone else's name on it. Did you get that in Bellevue Village?
Look at it. Oh, it doesn't have my name on it. Get it. You know, I was looking for the greatest heirloom in history somewhere in here. I was going through the boxes. I have an autograph of my crush, of my childhood crush, but I can't find it. But I'm not even gonna tell you who it is.
Didn't you say Blythe cleaned up the basement?
Yeah.
Do you think she would have gotten rid of it?
I would.
Just kidding.
Now, speaking of Mandy Stobo, we got to get to our uplifting moment of our day, because Mandy, we started this thing and Mandy's been all over it, where people nominate a hero or a helper, because our show's in the neighborhood, and Mr. Rogers said, look for the helpers out there. Mandy, you found, James emailed you with an incredible little description of what's going on. And James is the CEO and president of the Calgary Food Bank.
That's right. He's the greatest in the world. Sorry.
And I have his email to you.
Okay.
If you don't have, do you want me to read it, or do you have it?
Yeah, can you? That'd be great.
So he said they had to retool the food bank on a dime, making it a drive-through. So you can imagine what that is like. And he nominated 5 of his managing team who are helping feed the people who really need it. And he's the president and CEO. So instead of taking credit, as James is, he said, I am just going to talk about the people who are great in our team.
Yeah.
Of course, I forget which one of these two numbers is. I think it's a 7445. Do you guys think that is?
He does have like 17 numbers.
We might be getting Philip. That's my question. They're both in his numbers. I'm going to go 7445. If it's Philip, what do I do? What do I do? I'm scared. Should I just click on it?
You're on your own, man.
Yes. Am I right, Rob? Is it 3432 or 7445?
Everyone's like mad writing down his number.
No, that's not on here. So that's not whatever you have, Rob.
Do I have to go? Hold on.
Yeah, that's what I just don't want Philip on the show and then be all
okay. Just hold on. I'm gonna find it for you. James's phone number
is 3432. There you go.
Great.
Doing it, bringing it. There you. Well, that was the worst.
Good morning.
Good morning, James. Oh.
Good morning.
James, we're so you are at the food bank. First of all, congratulations. Tell us a bit about what you've been doing to deal with this crisis as far as the food bank.
Absolutely nothing. As you can see, we have nobody in the building doing anything at all, and we're all listening to surfer music. We actually had to retool, and we had to knock it in the park on a moment's notice. So we closed for a day, and we took all of our processes and we made them so that everybody's got one llama between each of us. So that's the standard here at the food bank. We want to make sure we have social distancing in our shopping processes and turn them into something that now looks like this. So let's see if I can flip my camera around. So we actually had to take all of our sorting and processing, and we had to turn it into our lobby and have volunteers who are going to literally, somebody will phone us or they will roll up in their car, and we will be able to say, we got this. We've got some amazing product that we can share with people. And we created Calgary's largest drive-through food bank.
Nice.
So we've got social distancing, food, you name it. We're trying to keep it the same. The hamper still has a 4 days of food balanced against Canada's food guide, because that's our standard. We've still got agencies. There's 200 overall, but right now we're working with about 25 key agencies like the Mustard Seed, the Drop-In. Awutan is on the list soon. So we're just trying to get everybody up and running again as we create space, but at the same time we have a whole bunch of food. So that's what we're doing.
Good for you.
And
no wonder you're listening to surfer music.
And you,
hey, James,
what sent in? Oh, sorry, you go ahead, Jim. Just feel free to
sorry.
interrupt. That's totally cool. Yeah.
This is the chaos of yesterday. Sorry, my apologies. James, what happens if you don't have a car? Can you still go through?
Oh yeah, you can go through. We set up a walk-in because we knew right away that we would have people coming in without a vehicle. They were coming on transit. There could be an agency that was referring them. So we said, you know what, let's just make this work properly. So we've got shelter set up. We have an amazing donor that's actually retrofitting a carnival booth for us. So we have shelter for people to come up, but we still have plexiglass between for the conversations to take place. We wanted to put a big barrel in the parking lot and light a fire and have a barbecue, but apparently there's some other issues with that one right now. Safety first, or third, as some people say. But yeah, the volunteers are working to make sure that no matter how you come to us, we have software. And actually, by the end of this week, we think we should actually have a new piece of software in our arsenal, which will allow people to do a self-referral through an agency or themselves. And then we're going to send them a QR code if it works. And they can take that QR code, and if they're in a Facebook group or they've got a bunch of friends or acquaintances, they can't get out. They can actually send that code and say, you know what, take this code down to the food bank, get the food, it'll all be good. So we're making sure that volunteers and clients are keeping that security of self and making sure that, we're not outing somebody, because we always know it's not something you wake up and go, oh, geez, I went to the food bank today. Right. So and over my shoulder here, that's Gary. Gary's going to come through.
Hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
There went Gary.
So again, one llama between everybody.
Now, I want to talk about some of the specific people that you nominated that Mandy did the art over. But if people are watching and they want to be helpers, do you need volunteers? Can people come help you, or how does that work in this time of distancing?
Right now, we're asking them with social distancing to make sure that they send us a note on volunteer@calgary.com, calgaryfoodbank.com, or they can send me a note at the same time. We want to make sure that we bring people back properly. We're bringing them in small groups so that our sorting and our shopping keep that llama distance between everybody. We also know that actually food sorting, we still need to have the food sit for 24 hours because there's also a chance that that something will be contaminated and move. We don't think it's going to be COVID, but we think it's going to be like the flu or a cold or something like that. Right. So we've got all these isolation pieces in process.
Now, Mandy is holding up pictures of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Can you tell us about who these people are, who are your rock stars?
Oh, these rock stars. So several weeks ago when we started knowing that this is what was going to happen to us, we had a pandemic plan in place. And going to the managers and saying, okay, we think that we need to turn this thing around in a way that is going to be instrumental in making sure food goes through Calgary. So going from the top left in clockwise, you've got Dorothy, and then Kioma, Dimitri, Shania, and Mike. And each of those 5 have different responsibilities. We've got people services that we need to look after. We've got, we have to make sure the food is flowing. We've got safety in there. Mike on the bottom left was told, oh, by the way, nobody can touch food. And you've got 85% of what you do is volunteer driven. So good luck with that, Mike.
Yeah.
For Dimitri on the bottom right, it said, okay, so you've got all of Calgary that may come knocking on our door, because not only are we dealing with vulnerable Calgarians, we're also dealing with people in this pandemic crisis. So, by the way, Dimitri, create a system that is secure and safe for everybody involved. Go. And it was just, they knocked it out of the park in 3 days. They took the weekend. It was incredible to watch them work and then also cross-pollinate. I can do this. Hold on a second. Have we thought about that? I cannot say enough about this team and what they've done.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here's our heroes.
There's our heroes today. Thanks for being the helpers. That is so good. And James, you're a good man, and I know you're a busy guy, clearly. But there are people right now in our city and who are lost and afraid, and you are a shining light for them. So thank you so much for doing that for us all, James.
You're very welcome. I mean, we couldn't do this without Calgary. We couldn't do this without amazing volunteers and everything. So thank you so much for making sure that this gets out to our community.
Good.
Awesome.
Keep spreading
Thanks, James.
the love. Thanks, James.
You're the best.
Enjoy.
You're allowed to go now. You're free and to work.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to go back and have a nap. Take care, guys. Thank you so much.
See James.
Bye. Thank you, James.
That's awesome. What a good guy.
Oh, the best.
We need to, Mandy, you dressed for a very specific reason today, which is your physique. Tell us a bit about how excited you are for our next segment, Mandy Stobo.
Thanks to tell us about your physique. That was going to be a weird question.
Well, I think that's for a late show. I'm very excited. So I thought I was very surprised by your suit today because, we are about to bring on one of the most famous fitness trainers in the world. Is that right?
I would have to agree. And I
think so.
I would not say otherwise. Otherwise, you'd hurt me.
So I'm ready. I'm ready to work out.
Very good. Very good. And Russ, you didn't get to see this yesterday when we called him to check if everything was okay. Where was he again, Mandy Stobo? Where did we find Philip?
We found him in bed without his shirt on. And it was very nice. Oh!
Hey, Jill.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Jill.
Hi, Jill. How are you?
Nice to see your faces.
Oh, so good to see you. How are you doing?
This is so great.
Oh, doing okay. Doing all right over here.
Well, we're going to do a workout, but we're going to chat with Jill Barber first.
So, Jill, where are you? You in Vancouver? Is that where you're at?
Yep, Vancouver.
What's the weather out there?
Today it's rainy, but we actually had some glorious weather all last week. So I feel like I got my dose of vitamin D then, but now we're into a long period of rain now in Vancouver.
We call that summertime, I believe, is what happens, isn't it? Now, Jill, a lot of folks know you from winning all the Juno and for being so tremendous and talented and being part of our show at Christmas time. But you are, as a musician, you're aware that a lot of people on tour had tours canceled, and you're doing something kind of special for them.
Yes, well, myself and so many of my peers, touring musicians, they've suffered. Well, we've all been suffering a major blow one way or another, but particularly those in the the gig economy, people like us who rely on people congregating and coming out to see us play shows. Yeah. We're taking a major hit in the music industry. Yes. And so just as a way to kind of support my friends and lift people's spirits, including my own, I've made a daily practice out of sitting down with my guitar and just working out a little cover tune to put out into the world, a little bit of music. And it's been a really fun way to get back into, having a real daily practice of picking up my guitar and playing, because in, our previous lives before this, I actually wasn't doing a lot of playing on my guitar because life was so busy and constant hustle. And so anyway, it has been nice, and it's a nice way to really get inside the songs of some of my favorite Canadian musicians.
So people can follow this on your Instagram feed.
Yeah, or Facebook.
And do you know who you're doing today?
Yes. This is exclusive because I figured it.
Breaking news! Breaking news!
Breaking news! I'm going to be doing a cover of an Arkells song.
Yeah.
And because I was inspired by what they're doing, I see a lot of Canadian artists doing really incredible things. And what Arkells are doing right now is they're teaching a daily music class. They're calling it the Flatten the Curve music class. So they're teaching their artists how to play their songs. Teaching their audience how to play their songs. Yeah. And then for anyone that posts one of their videos, if they use this hashtag Flatten the Curve music class, RBC is actually donating $100 to Canadian food banks.
Oh, great.
So
that's incredible.
It's a great initiative. So I want to throw my support behind that. So I'm going to be doing an Arkells song later this afternoon.
And what's your hashtag?
So cool.
My hashtag is canceled covers, and their hashtag that gets the money rolling to the food banks is FTC music class, I believe. And then you also have to tag RBC. Yeah. But you can read about that on the Arkells socials. They've got all the info there.
Right.
Yeah.
Canceled
That's
covers
amazing.
is your
Canceled covers.
Mine is canceled covers. Mine is just it's a fun way to I don't give have a little bit of music, a little musical interlude from all the news that's coming at us.
Well, people need things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, that's what I'm hearing from folks, which is so nice. Yeah, but mostly I just do it to encourage myself to get dressed for the day.
That's what Dave did today.
That's what we did for this show, yeah.
I put a tie on just because when you're in my basement, it's
you
nice
look
to
great.
dress up.
You look great, and I love all the things people are doing, having fancy dress dinner parties, and crazy wild hair coffee dates with their friends, and I really. Even though this is an extremely challenging situation and very uncertain times, and a lot of vulnerable people are really at a huge risk here, I mean, I can't help but see all the silver linings that are coming out of this situation, and thank goodness for that.
100%. Like I said yesterday, I find the internet is funnier. Like the humor that's coming out of this has been forced into the basement to be funny.
Yeah.
We gotta laugh. We gotta laugh,
Yeah, we do.
It's the greatest therapy, laughter and music.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky, food and wine, if you have that too. Some nice wine too. Or that's what's getting us all through this. So.
Well, Jill, I know you got vocal warm-ups to do, stretching exercises to do. And you also got mothering to do. How are you finding parenting in these times?
It was a turning point. The shocking news for my husband and I that in all likelihood our kids wouldn't be returning to school.
Right.
But I have to say, again, silver lining. Our family has never felt closer. I think my kids are actually in heaven. Like my son declared about a week ago, he said, "This is the best day ever." and I think lucky for them, I really realized my children are 4 and 6.
Yeah.
I really realized that we are their world. We are their whole world, really. And so to have mom and dad home, and to have us all be slowing down and spending the time doing puzzles, playing imagination games, making crafts. It's actually, there have been some frustrating, challenging moments, but also so many moments of deep joy. Us being all together and feeling just total gratitude for my family. And for my partner, again, my heart is going out to. I know a lot of people are in true isolation, and I'm also making a daily practice out of reaching out to all my friends that are experiencing this solo. Because that's really tough. So it's okay. You caught me in a moment of optimism because these things go up and down in waves. I'm sure you're all experiencing that, but here's my optimistic take. I think this could be our moment to shine as parents, to protect our children from the scary parts of this and to make them feel totally secure, totally safe, loved and supported. And I have found the more energy I put into that, the better I feel about this whole situation. So
good for you.
Anyway, that's where I'm at in this moment.
Yes, and it changes every moment. That's the crazy part.
That was beautiful, though, Jill.
Now, Jill, we're going to do a workout. But if you want, you have work to do. But if you want to do push-ups with us, you can. But otherwise, we won't be insulted. You got vocal warm-ups to do and canceled covers to think about. So I want you to be able to go do that.
This seems like a good time for me to sign off.
Yeah, There's exercise coming.
Okay. Good person,
I'll
Jill.
am I going to be able to tune in and watch the whole feed later?
Yeah. Yes.
Will this be posted on your Facebook? Okay. Well then.
Facebook and YouTube.
Okay, great. Well, I'll tune in later, and maybe I'll do some push-ups with you then.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks,
thanks. So good to see
Nice
you,
to chat with you
See you,
all.
Jill.
You're so special.
Take care.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Now you got to hang yourself up, just so you know.
Okay, I'm hanging myself up. Good
All
luck
right.
with push-ups.
Thank you.
You can do it. No, we can't.
Bye, sweetie.
We can't do it.
Oh, what a girl. It's true, though.
Don't.
Like, Luca has never been happier as a kid, and Jack's the same. It's so special to see them shine like this.
Yes.
Luca just can't believe that both of us are home all the time.
I know.
Which is crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
We got workouts and crafts to do. Let's get a workout started, and then we're going to do a craft. Those are the kids that said, Dad, it only took 2 seconds to find 3 felt pens. Great. Don't worry about it. Jill.
Hello.
Oh, fella.
Hi.
Yeah!
Fella!
Are you guys ready to go for this?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Ready.
How are you
No,
feeling today?
not ready.
Nice run. All right.
You are one
ready.
of the fittest people we know, so you're going to make us feel good. Yes.
Let me flip it over and give it to my videographer.
Who is your videographer? Who's doing that for you?
I've got a videographer.
All right.
There she is.
Hey!
That's a videographer.
Oh. Well done. Hi, Tracy.
To go this way.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi. Yay. One of Canada's fittest guys and top trainers is now making his videographer do jumping jacks. All right. What do we need to do? You tell us.
Okay, guys. Can you see me? Can you see me loud and clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Dave, are you doing this?
Do it, Dave.
Okay, take those ones.
I'm ready.
Okay, the first thing you have to do, first and foremost, thank you so much for having this great and amazing show. And it's unfortunate that I'm being hosted today in such great times. But you know, greatness festers in isolation and frustration. So in this moment, we are all coming together using social media as a way of connecting us. Who would have thought that this day would ever come? But anyway, life goes on. When they give you lemons, better make lemonade out of it. So I'm here this morning to help inspire, elevate, and get you guys to the next level. Hey, before I proceed, I'd like to share with you something. The first thing everybody needs to do when they wake up in the morning is to put yourself in a powerful state. A state that will make you feel great. Because when you feel great, great things come to you. Now, there's so many different options you can do that. One of those things you could do first thing in the morning is listening to what works best for you. Maybe listen to calm music, read something positive, watch a positive show, do meditation, yoga, and now maybe some exercise. It can work out, it processes endorphins and make you feel good. When you feel great, you feel powerful. When you feel powerful, you're able to take on any obstacle or challenges that life throws at you in a positive way. So, that's when I come in.
I love it.
There we go.
I
can sense it.
So with any movement, with any exercise movement, we need to do some bit of warm-up. At home, we have no treadmills or have no bike. Now, this workout is going to be geared towards people who have no equipment. But you have the biggest equipment, that is the whole of you. With any exercise, warm-up is number 1. High knees, you can go like this.
High knees, high knees.
Or Monday.
High knees, Dave, higher knees. That's it, Mandy.
High knees, you can do some kick butt. Kick your butt. The tush. Very good job. And you can do some side to side.
Oh, this is called jump over the carpet.
You got it.
What are you doing, Jim? Are you just like
he's too hot by the fire.
That's too well.
You can do 10 of these, 10 of those guys, and then jump over the
I'm taking notes.
exercise.
You know how heavy this weight is? I'm doing weight.
Yeah. Okay, now do your arms. Do your arms.
There you go. Look at that. Now here we are.
Yeah.
Now your body is almost ready for any activity.
Oh.
The thing I want to share with you is a lunge. People hate lunges.
Oh, lunges.
But lunges work for you.
I like lunges.
You work your quads, you work your hamstrings, so work your glute. So my favorite is the back lunge. There you go.
Hard.
Those guys. 1. Good job. 2.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful. 3.
I cannot even see Dave doing this.
4.
There's no way.
Okay.
Way to go, Mandy.
I'm going to give you options.
Why are you congratulating Mandy?
1. Step.
I'm doing this with weights.
Those guys. 3. Very good.
4.
One more time. And 5.
5.
Routine on the other side as well.
1.
1. Good job. 2. Very nice.
Thank you.
3.
Good job.
He's kicking forward.
Those guys were soft feet.
I got a desk in my home.
Oh, look at this.
This one, high performance athlete. We just started the Olympics. This one has changed a little bit, but I'm a little clap.
Wow.
Take your breath. Good job. And those guys.
Yeah.
Then from there, we can add in one of my favorite exercises.
Right.
It's called isometric leg abduction. Very good for your tush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
And your leg runs to the wall. Almost a foot off the floor of the wall. Stand straight. This leg slightly bent.
Yeah.
Chest out. Now from here, you're going to focus on pushing as hard as possible against this wall. Dave,
no way.
Without going like this. No. Don't do that. Over here, hold it for about 20 seconds. Now push as hard as possible. Come on, Mandy. Come on, man. You're doing it. Come on.
You're just watching. I'm doing this right now.
Push. Right, you feel it here? Or here?
I love that whole wall came down, Mandy.
Push it.
You're breathing too heavy, girl. Come on. Push. Now hold for a second. Now you're adding 1, up and down.
Is that hard, Mandy?
2, up and down.
Yeah.
What about me? I'm doing it, Jim.
And drop it down. Ooh, how do you feel?
My bum.
Let's go.
It's talking to you.
Mandy. That's awesome.
Remember, you've got 2 sides. You do one on the left, or on the other side. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Okay. You have 2 sides, okay? Over here we go.
Get the back view.
And that is your back view.
Yeah, we got the back view. There we are. Show us that booty, Tracy.
Push. Hold it up there. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10.
And 10.
Good job. Very nice.
And 10. Yay.
Feel good.
2 exercises. The first exercise was the lunge back, up and down, this way. Then went straight to the isometric leg up. I call the wall push. Then from there, we are doing squats. Now this is the movement we do every day.
All right.
This is called booty. You're on booty day, Dave.
Do half squats. If your name is Dave or Jim. Now Mandy.
Jim squat.
No, I'm doing it. Look at this.
Jim, if you move the camera, it looks like you're doing things.
Lazy.
None of this, like anti-more. No. None of that. Keep your back straight, all the way down.
Whoa.
Wow.
Down.
Wow.
Down.
Thanks for the encouragement, Jim.
And all the way down.
Good work, Dave.
Bring that,
My
I call
head's
it
right out of the
A
shot.
to G. When you do this, then you ask to grasp. Sorry, we should see.
No, that's good. About time, Mandy did that.
If you make these muscles work really strong, these muscles, that's what you have. If they are really strong and solid, you end up burning more calories. And a good back is a big thing, especially summertime is coming so soon. For our short shorts.
Yes.
Yeah.
That if you're allowed to go.
As long as it looks good from 6 feet away, we're fine.
And remember, you can get good glutes by sitting on them. You got to squat 10 next level. So we did 3 exercises. 1.
Yes.
Lunges.
Yes.
You know those guys.
Yeah.
Or you can add on. I'll get the jump.
Yeah.
Challenge for you. 10 left, 10 right. Go over here. You give me 10 of those guys. Count them after 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Up again. You go for 20 seconds. And over here, you give me 10 of those guys. Then take a break. Take a break. Take a break. Have a drink. Have a drink of your water. And then do it again. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Depending on how bad you want to get each.
Dave, I don't think you could survive that.
Not from here. It's going to be simple. Take it down.
Now, wait.
So what are we doing now?
Whoa,
he's doing a sit-up.
You get a 6-pack. After this, guys, I'm going to give you a 6-pack or you get your money back. Back straight, out on your shoulders, and just and just hold the position for about 10 seconds. And just make it 15 seconds, okay? 1, 2.
Are your heels touching?
3.
No.
Feel on the ground.
Mine are.
Feel on the ground. Come on, Dave. No. Dave, keep your stomach tucked inside. And start doing Dave.
Does it look like I'm doing it? Because I'm probably not doing any of this.
2 and 15. Now hold it.
200. 258.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another. 2, 7.
Yes.
You feel the aspect now? You feel the aspect? Your stomach must be talking to you right about now.
Oh, shaky.
4. Give me 3. Give me 2 more. Ready for 2?
2 more, Mandy.
Ready for 2? 1, 2.
I've been here the whole time, Mandy.
4, 5, and down.
Nicely done.
Okay, now.
Okay, wait.
Philip. Which overlooks in fitness, okay?
All right.
Back exercise, really great for your lower back.
It's out of control, you guys. It's out of control.
Okay, here you go. Back straight.
All right.
This position, gonna kick one leg out.
All right.
Hold it up. Are we there yet?
Yeah,
Mandy's there.
Are we there?
Yeah.
Then the other arm up.
Oh.
It's a great exercise for your lower back. Most of our lower back problems are caused as a result of weak core and weak lower back as well. Bring your opposite elbow to your opposite knee. Push it up.
It looks like Dave is left. He's throwing up in the bathroom or something?
Not so fast.
Just getting a drink.
That's it, man. It's a good thing we have Mandy here.
I can't even do my forehead shot. All the things I got.
Send Mandy that trophy.
So how many of those do you do, Russ? Or Philip? How many of those do you do?
You can do 10 on one side, 10 on the other side.
Okay.
So everything about 10, 10, 10. Except for the wall presses where you do 20 seconds.
All right.
20 seconds.
Yes.
And so
Amazing.
How often do you have to do this? Once a month?
I love you, Jim. Maybe 2 to 3 times a day, 2 to 3 times a week.
2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah. It's very important to remember that your health is your wealth. And there's no better way of getting amazing shape.
I can tell you that's true. That's 100% true.
Thank you, sir.
Your health is your wealth. Hey, wait, before you go, Russell, or Philip, tell us really quickly about your foundation.
Oh, thanks, Jim, for asking. Thanks so kindly. Yeah, I'm involved with the Ssubi Foundation, which actually Ssubi translates into hope. Hope, not like hoping, but hope at giving people hope. Mm-hmm. And what we do is alleviate poverty through education initiatives and microfinancing in Uganda, where I'm from. At the end of the day, this is a global village we live in. And I've been living in Canada, but Uganda is the country where I came from. That's what made me, and these are our neighbors. So being able to give back to the unfortunate individuals and groups of people is something that is so dear to me, myself, because I came from very humble beginnings, and I've been able to actually make it in this great country, Canada, and being able to give back to my community where I came from and to my community here in Calgary through fitness is something that truly, truly gives me goosebumps, that gives me the chills to support someone who definitely needs help. So, firstly, I must say I'm really amazingly very grateful to the people in Calgary, the Calgarians, for the unwavering support, they have given to our foundation, the Ssubi Foundation. For the last 13 years, we've been able to touch the lives of over 3,000 students and over 500 mothers, single moms in Uganda, Africa. We've been able to build 5 schools. One school consists about 1,200 people, students that go to that school as well. So it's been really an amazing journey for me and myself.
That's incredible.
To give back, and a big up to Calgary and the people who support our initiative. Yourself inclusive, Jim, you're a very big part of this. So we truly appreciate all the support you've given us over the years with Village Brewery. And so
there you go.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
You're awesome, Philip. You're awesome.
You are amazing.
And you probably got the best videographer I've ever worked with.
Yeah.
She's amazing. You know,
Tracy is amazing.
She's the brain behind everything we do here. So
yeah.
That's so good. Oh, Philip, you're a good man. Thanks for making our city better and our country better. And hopefully folks in Uganda are faring well as well.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be with you, to be with all of you guys. A wonderful day today. Stay safe and be good. Cheers.
You're a good man. Thank you very much, Philip.
Thank you.
Hey, Philip or Tracy, you'll have to hang up yourself, not us.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks, Philip.
Just so I can be clear, mine and Mandy's butts are going to look so much better than Russ and Jim's. Can I just say that?
Yeah.
So.
No, I'm going for everybody's
true.
trying to go for round butts. I'm going for flat butt.
You're going to have so much energy to clean out that basement, Dave. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
You know what? Just for that, I'm not giving you a trophy. That's right. That's right. You heard me. Hey, look at Mandy Stobo. The kids are all saying, wait a minute. This is a longer show, and we still haven't got to our craft. What's with our craft, Mandy?
Exactly. So, if you're a kid that watches YouTube, you would know of the 3-marker challenge.
Yes.
Which is something that's very exciting. So, Luca and I did one last night. The best thing about this for parents that are just like about to pull their hair out or need, something that takes a bit of time. So this is Luca and my 3-marker challenge last night. And the rules we do are I have to make a line after he makes the line. So I have different colors and he has his colors. He's 5, so he made these little monster characters. And I just followed his shapes. And it's a really fun way for kids to just explore what they're drawing and have you really embrace what they are drawing. So I love that. So today we're going to do that with my animals. So let me just go to my craft studio, everyone. Hold on a minute. Okay, this is where you guys do the
music.
Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome to my craft studio, everyone. How are you guys today?
So
We're good. Hey, you look a lot like Mandy.
I am Mandy Stobo at my craft station. Okay, so I have a series of animals that I do quite a lot. If you know my work, I'm sure you've seen them. So today we're going to do the same thing. You guys are going to kind of follow what my lines are, and then we're going to color them in with your colors. 3-marker challenge, okay?
All right, okay, go.
Oh, there's a little note for you guys.
Aww.
Hi. You thought ahead, Mandy, of everything.
I did. So I have these colors. What do you guys want to see?
We can't see them. No, not quite.
I want blue, yellow, green.
Blue, yellow, green, please.
Those are the ones you want?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get rid of the yellow and just do the black.
You didn't have any choice.
Okay.
Good thing you asked.
So kids that are with me. So with animals, it's actually just really simple shapes, just like anything that we draw in life. If you break anything down, it always ends up being just really simple shapes. So that's all we're going to do here. So I like to kind of just be really loose with my animal and kind of the same style as Bad Portraits. And then we're going to do another big shape here and move it over kind of here. And so if you're watching, you just want to kind of copy those shapes. And then comes the coloring. Does everybody see? Is everyone doing this? You guys doing this?
I'm totally doing it.
Jim, where's yours?
Mine? In my mind. Do it later. Okay. I'm going to start picking up crafts. I apologize, Mandy. I'll get on this next time.
So we can do this with any animal that you want.
Look at Russ's, Mandy. Mandy, look at Russ's.
Let's see. Oh, it's awesome. I would tattoo that on my arm. It's great. So then you just want to color. The best thing about the 3 marker challenge is if you have a bunch of kids at the table and they all have different markers, they get to explore with the tri-color.
I only have 3 black markers, but I promise I'll use a different one.
So then we're just going to color it in. If we want to do different animals, I can post a few of them online today. Oh, and I didn't show you your coloring page today. I have to show you that right after. Okay, so then I'm just going to take my 3rd color and kind of fill it in. But the fun thing about them is you can do patterns, you can do shading, you can do all kinds of things with a bunch of simple shapes. And then you have a masterpiece that you can later sell on eBay.
For how much? Typically. Thousands,
or have
millions?
A show
that was good, Russ.
For one. Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
Okay. So I'm going fast, but you guys get it, right? So
I get it.
That's easy. There's a bison. There's a simple bison for you.
Nice.
Look at that.
Twinsies. It's perfect.
Wait. I'm still coloring.
Mandy, tell Russ you did a good job.
Russ, you did a great job.
You slowed down a bit on great.
Great.
You did a...
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So, yeah, I will put on... I'll put a few of those shapes for kids to color today on my website, StoberOut.com. There is Stan Lee from yesterday. Dave, that looks great.
You said that kind of quickly. I think you should...
I saw it. Fine. So Stanley was yesterday. That was great. So today, I was thinking, I don't know, I don't really want to curate what kind of history we're telling kids.
Right.
I want to curate. So then I was like, oh my gosh, I should curate what has inspired me to be an artist. So this was a very fun moment for me. I don't know if anyone out there knows Bobby's World, but that was a huge influence on my life. It was Howie Mandel's cartoon, and he did all of the voices. And in the beginning of the show, he talks to the character, and I was always like, what? Anyway, so then I Googled Bobby's World to get a good image for you guys to color, and it's Luca. It's actually Luca. Bobby from Bobby's World is Luca. Every image is my little guy, and I was like, oh my god. Anyway, so here's Bobby for Bobby's World. So that'll be on the website too.
That's
you guys can color it, and then send me all of your creations, please.
That is so awesome. Bobby and Luca, same guy.
The same guy.
Who knew?
How weird is that?
Russ.
Yes, sir.
We need a dance party to send us out here.
And I'm ready when you are.
This is our shortest show we've ever done. Am I right on that, you guys?
53 minutes. It's a record.
And counting.
All right, we're going to dance, and at the end of the dance, we're all going to wave goodbye. Tomorrow, we're talking to Dr. Neil, who runs all of the emergency units in Calgary. Units? Is that what
and the COVID.
Yeah, so we'll be chatting with him. I also talked to Jan Arden. Sometime this week, we're going to get her on. I haven't figured that out yet. That's going to happen.
Who else do we have?
We have Jim Button, Mandy Stobo, and Russ Broom.
I'm sure there's somebody else on tomorrow.
Did we use up all the guests for the week today? We had everybody on today.
We didn't. There's one more, Jim, and if you seem insistent on taking more time in our show, which is great. We also have Marshall Ennis, the world's strongest man, is going to be on the show. That's what it was. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Very good. All right. Let's do this. Let's dance and then go. Where is it?
There it is.
There's the tunes. Go upside down, right side up.